Zapraszam tutaj na scenę już panią Galinę Durman, która jest ekspertką AIC Group Ukraine, Atlasglobal Ukraine w dziedzinie marketingu branży lotniczej. No i tutaj uwaga, Włada biegle 5 językami, po polsku też rozumie i sobie świetnie radzi. Pracowała m.in. dla Międzynarodowego Portu Lotniczego w Lwowie, dla Turkish Airlines. Ma bogate także doświadczenie w dziedzinie przede wszystkim marketingu, konsultingu, rozwoju, public relations związanego z lotnictwem. Zapraszam.
First of all, I want to thank you for your invitation, and I beg your pardon because I will continue in English. I love Polish language, but unfortunately, I cannot talk. So I would like to talk about aviation marketing and the last trends in aviation marketing. I want to share my experience, what I see in practice, what I see in theory. So you might wonder what I was doing. I was working for Turkish Airlines, as it was said, in marketing department. Then I passed to Lviv International Airport. As you know, in Poland and Ukraine, we hold the Euro 2012. And the Lviv Airport was newly built. It was completely new terminal with no marketing team, with no commercial, with nothing. So once we opened this terminal, we was trying to make something that there is common in Europe, to get this terminal not only like a place where there is aircraft and passengers. I tried to make it public place and very open place for everybody. So as you see, we offered to hold Lviv Fashion Week in new terminal airport. We hold talks with airlines. We made spotting tours. Also, you can see the Turkish Airlines promotion. I made this promotion in the TV with free of charge completely. And I would like to tell how to make this, how to not to spare about the money, but about the win-win win-win philosophy, like I win and you win. So as you see, this is from Euro. This is also, as you see, this logotype for airport was developed by our team. We made even a live concert with the classical music. It was a very surprise for the passengers because I gave the uniform to these musicians. And can you imagine, just in a while, when you are getting check-in, the check-in staff is rising up and start to play something. It was really amazing. Also, I was holding talks with airlines, with new destinations. We attracted 5 new airlines. Also, your local carrier, Avrolot. Unfortunately, now it's not flying from Lviv, but anyway, it was flying for 1 year. So, and also I want to pay your attention about, do you see proportion in women and men in aviation field? So I'm like in a minority, but the marketing is changing so fast. There is also diversity in aviation marketing. You may choose other full business class priorities, or you may choose very low-cost carriers. And this is aviation marketing dynamics. And I believe with these trends, we all ladies here have a good chance to work in aviation field, especially in marketing, because it's changing so fast. And it's a good trend for us, because I believe lady can be more flexible, more fast reacting, so we can handle these situations. So like Jack Welch said, if the rate of change on outside exceeds the rate of change on the inside, the end is near. It means you have to be on the top. You have to be very communicative. You have to notice all the changes that is being in the marketing field. So like American says, the world we live is VUCA. Volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. As we all see, only one day in history can change everything, like Ukraine and Russian aviation relations. It was end with one day only. So you have to be on top, you have to be on up, and you have to react all these situations. Also, marketing became a part of emotional perception. You cannot, like it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, make your strategy and follow it. It's changing all the time. Impossible became usual. 10 years, 12 years ago, we couldn't even imagine that you can buy a ticket for 10 euro or 1 euro only, but now it's possible. And also, the most important part of marketing became a creativity. So there is a few current trends in aviation marketing I want to talk about. First of all is globalization. These who don't pay attention to globalization, they cannot handle any marketing strategy at all. So also less difference between products. As other products and services, we see only small differences between similar services of companies has got mostly only symbolical meaning. It means that there is so much airline, so many airports, but you can only make the one small thing to be chosen. Also, there is a changed profile of competitors. We must notice that competitors' number increased, and market in general is overwhelmed with their products. So you must be very special to be chosen, and you have to create your some specialty. Also, there is no company in a whole service field which can easily ignore and not to pay attention to the competitors. So you have to follow them very closely to be on the top. Small difference make big deals. With such a tough competition, only small difference can make service or product different from other. For example, it may be for, as I saw, for Turkish companies, not only Turkish Airlines, but other Turkish companies. In business class, they make a Turkish coffee service for the business class. So it's very small difference, but it's very meaningful for passengers. Maybe for us but in for company, it costs nothing. I mean, it's 50 cents or something, but for passenger, it is very important. Also, from products to services, from services to experience. This theory says that customers doesn't look anymore only for the product, but also for services which are leading this product during and after this purchase. For example, let's say some very five-star airline, you are buying ticket online. If your system online is not working, or maybe if you enter the card number, it is not working, even if you are five-star airline, even if you are the best of the best, passenger will not even come to you because they say, oh, this company which cannot provide any internet service. Then passenger look for passengers' procedures. Even if you have very good economy class, business class, you have all the options you need, but you come to check in, and one lady didn't smile at you, or maybe she was rude, or maybe she said, I don't care, I have a break, come later. For passenger, it creates enormous reaction. So we are not selling, or if you work for airline company, you must remember, you are not selling only the seat in the plane. You are selling all the services supporting this seat. Means online purchase or service check-in procedures, the help of your staff at the board, also the only really very small things and become one whole product. So how to succeed in such a really hard circumstances? Only by using strategic thinking and planning. There is a strategic planning in theory. We answer the questions how we can do and when it must be. So we create a product, we sell this product, and we start marketing this. This is only in theory. Also, we have 3 methods of strategic planning. We must choose current situation and think analytically where we are now. Second, where we want to be. And third, how we will get there. These 3 components is the most important thing in aviation marketing now. But marketing, as I said, changed and strategies are changed. So we just, as it was before, we could make that just advertisement and say, we fly from Warsaw to New York, cheap tickets, please buy. Now it doesn't work. You have to create something very special and not very direct advertisement for the passengers. So, what is strategy thinking in theory? We answer the question, what and why? What have been done, and maybe what better would not have been done? And second, what have been done yet, but have to be done now, and why did it happen? So, elements of strategic thinking is a current situation, as I said, which situation, and we choose the method. This method can be any method you want, advertisement, campaign, PR, it can be anything you choose. But the most important is this strategic thinking in the practice. I want to give you a few examples. First, it was Turkish Airlines. A few years ago, they started campaign with this phrase, a lot. So, for example, air company want to sell very much of these destinations want to sell transit points. So, as I said, last years, for 5 to 10 years ago, you may just make advertisement and write, we fly from Warsaw to New York, cheap tickets. Now it doesn't work. So what make airline to apply this marketing strategy and to make it effective? Turkish Airlines made a perfect campaign, as for me. They tried to tell all the passengers agencies that we are not only airline who fly from and to Poland, from and to Warsaw. We are airline which has a lot of destinations, a lot of services, a lot of transit points. So your airline, national carrier, make the Warsaw a big hub for transatlantic flight, for European flights, for Asian flights, and it's the sample of perfect strategy. Second is also AIROS and Turkish Airlines cooperation. As I was working there, Turkish Airlines made a codeshare agreement with AIROS. I don't know if you remember this airline of AIROS, but if you remember, it was terrible service, terrible aircrafts. Everything you see, it was really terrible, and fares were very high. Once Turkish Airlines made this codeshare with the AIROS, everybody was shocked. They say, why should such a good company as Turkish Airlines is make the codeshare with this airline? But this is also strategic thinking. The CEO of Turkish Airlines, he was following this air company, and he knew about the huge debts that have this company. They didn't pay any airport handling services. They have troubles. So CEO of Turkish Airlines decided to make codeshare. Then he was thinking that AIROS is going to be bankrupt anytime, maybe tomorrow, maybe 1 year, 2 years later, and all the destinations AIROS handles will come to Turkish Airlines. And this happened after 1 year of this codeshare. Third, this is Turkish Airlines' new promotion of Batman via Superman. As you know, Turkish Airlines started flying to Metropolis and Gotham City, 2 cities in United States. So they just didn't want to make just advertisement, oh, we fly to this city and to this city. They followed this movie They followed this idea, and they made a sponsorship agreement with this movie. So as this movie take place in these two American cities, Turkish Airlines made a perfect strategy, strategic marketing using this sponsorship. So now everybody will know that they are flying to these American cities and that they are flying not only to Istanbul but to the Americas. And the last one, maybe you saw in the internet, it's the last Emirates promotion with the football. These flight attendants are playing football before the match. So even if Emirates have nothing to do with the football, you see how much million views, how much positive posts and comments gained the Emirates for this campaign. So all you need to know, there is a theory you have to apply for, but also you have to be very creative. You have to follow every situation, every event, even in politics and economics, in order to prevent your loss and in order to make your marketing strategy perfect. So only golden rule that is left behind is a just quote from Albert Einstein. He said, "This is insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results." So I ask you to be creative, to be flexible, as we are ladies and we can do this. And the much creative and much flexible you will be, even if you make mistake, do not do it over and over. Just think over and do your own marketing. Дякую.